Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and continuing with my series of reviews entitled File 13, focusing on cult, sleaze, exploitation, all the great things that we've come to expect from B-movies. Today I'm going to talk about one of my all-time favorite sleazy B-movie slasher flicks directed by just a god, a titan in the B-movie world. The director is Jim Wynorski, and the film is Sorority House Massacre 2. And the film focuses around this group of college girls who look way too old to be college girls, and they find this house that they rent that they're going to turn into their sorority house, only to discover that the house is the old Hochstetter place. And as it is told by the ultimate in creepy neighbors, Orville Ketchum. Picture this guy. He's about 300 pounds, oaf-like, very slow, very dull. He likes horror movies and eating raw meat. Yeah, he tells the girls that the old Hochstetter place was the scene of a brutal mass murder many years ago. Actually, the flashbacks that they show during this sequence are of the original Slumber Party Massacre, not of the original Sorority House Massacre, which wisely they eschewed the events of the original Sorority House Massacre. Which, if you've seen that movie, it's kind of just a really lame, bad Halloween ripoff. It has absolutely nothing to do with Sorority House Massacre 2, and Sorority House Massacre 2 has absolutely nothing to do with it. But they show flashbacks from the original Slumber Party Massacre, which is funny because they actually did 2 sequels to the Slumber Party Massacre. But anyway, getting a little confused and convoluted here. Showing that, you know, the old Hochstetter was this, you know, power tool, power drill wielding maniac who killed all these girls many years ago. Well, on their very first night in the house, these ladies begin to get picked off one by one while they stomp around in their lingerie. Now, if you're familiar with director Jim Wynorski, you know Jim Wynorski loves 2 things: boobs. He loves boobs. Now, in the mid to late 80s and early 90s, Jim Wynorski was just, he just churned out these kind of movies left and right. If you go to his IMDb resume, first off, he's got like half a dozen or more pseudonyms, and he's got, you know, just tons of movies. He's directed and produced tons and tons of movies, from, you know, low budget slasher movies to softcore porn movies. I mean, you name it, all over the place. This guy has done it all in the low budget world, in the B-movie world. He truly is a titan. And Sorority House Massacre 2 is a great example of Jim Wynorski really at his most powerful, at the peak of his powers. The girls they take showers. One girl actually takes a shower by candlelight, a cold shower by candlelight, without a shower curtain. She basically neglects every other part of her body except for her breasts and her butt, which especially her breasts, she just washes those methodically, slowly and methodically washes those breasts. So, I mean, the rest of her body could be absolutely filthy. As long as her breasts are clean, squeaky clean, she's fine with that. And I said squeaky for a reason. While she's washing her breasts, the sound of squeeze toys, I'm not kidding, are like on, you hear the sounds of squeeze toys while this woman is washing her breasts and her butt. Are you sold yet? So, Sorority House Massacre 2. Okay. Yes. Incredibly sleazy. Just gratuitous nudity. Every woman in the cast exposes herself. The acting in the film, clearly these ladies were cast directly off the stage. And I mean the stripper stage. Super clunky dialogue delivered very clunkily. It's very fast-paced, very little of anything, and just boom, we're right into the nudity and the murder and the blood's going everywhere. And like I said, ladies are running around the house in their lingerie. Things are bouncing. It's just one of those movies that, I mean, you get together with your guy friends, you crack open a few brews, and you just have a hoot of a time watching this kind of movie. The movie is eerily similar to another Jim Wynorski classic entitled Hard to Die. Even some of the same cast members from this film are in that movie, including the great Orville Ketchum. But instead of them inside of a house, they're inside this like high-rise office building, which, I mean, that's Hard to Die is a great movie too, but Sorority House Massacre 2 is just one of my all-time favorite, just super sleazy, low-budget B movies. So much fun. I mean, any straight guy, I should say, any horror movie loving straight guy should love Sorority House Massacre 2. It's just so much fun. It's silly, and it's actually like a lot of Jim Wynorski movies that are like this. It's got a great sense of humor by itself. I mean, you know, what I love about Jim Wynorski, and I've seen him in countless interviews, is he has no delusions about what kind of filmmaker he is or what kind of movies he makes. He makes movies for guys who like movies. And he's totally unapologetic about that, and I love that. And in a lot of his films that are like this, there's a lot of, you know, little winks to the audience in there, little nudges letting you know, hey, we know what we're doing here. And you know, we're kind of in on the joke with you a little bit. But yeah, movie has a great sense of humor about itself. It's just a ton of fun. It's, of course, you know, part of like the Roger Corman collection, the Roger Corman Massacre collection, which I highly recommend all of those movies. Even the original Sorority House Massacre, which, I mean, it's bad, but I mean, it's got that early 80s ultra low budget B movie feel to it that I just love. But this is definitely not the only time that I'm going to bring a Jim Wynorski film into File 13, and this will definitely not be the last time I bring a massacre film into File 13. So if you guys have seen Sorority House Massacre 2, please let me know what you think in the comments section below. But yeah, I really can't recommend this movie any higher. So much fun. Not the kind of movie you want to sit around and watch with, like, you know, your girlfriend or your buddies and their girlfriends, because their girlfriends are just not gonna like it. I actually made that mistake the first time I saw this film, probably 10, 12 years ago, watching it with an old girlfriend and a friend of mine and his girlfriend, and the ladies in the room were not at all happy with the film or with us. Yeah, good times, good times. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Sorority House Massacre 2 from B-movie aficionado, just legendary B-movie director, Jim Wynorski. So anyway, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this, and take it easy. Peace.